Maybe a little bit of a gallery wall.
I need more picture frames. Okay, first and foremost, I love this wood. It brings that really cozy feeling to the room too if you close it. Oh my god, I hate it!
That looks so good, babe.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kim if you are new, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, we are doing part 2 of our front living room makeover. So if you remember the last video, we did a couple things to this room, including having a very blue wall, which is now colored antique white by Bear and is now box trimmed. So we did a lot of box trimming, got some furniture in here, sconces, our swivel chairs, thrifted a couple things, and also trained our curtains, which is still currently training. It will be removed by the end of this video, I think. If you're interested in watching that, I will go ahead and link it up here, one of those like little thingies that pop out. And for today's episode, we have to do something with this blank wall right here. So I was thinking maybe a little bit of a gallery wall situation. And in the previous video, I did mention I bought this coffee table for $25 from Goodwill, which is such a steal. So I will be fixing up this table for us in this video. I've been looking for a mirror for this front entryway for the longest time. However, it's a very specific width of the mirror that is what I'm having a problem with. So because this is the front living room, I feel like I needed a long, like full-size mirror. You know, you kind of want to see what you look like before you leave the house and all that good stuff. And I already have a small mirror here so that you can look at your face before you leave, but I needed a bigger mirror so that you can look at your outfit before you leave. And I felt like this space right here is the perfect area to place the mirror. Now the problem is it's only about like 24 inches wide from this trim all the way to the end here. So I needed a mirror that was less than this, but I wanted like a brass mirror that had like the little intricate details and stuff like that. Search far and wide, there are a couple available, but they're not in the length that I want them to be. So that has been such a big challenge for me. So I sat down and I was like, you know what, if I can't find it, then I might as well just make it. So the second DIY that we are going to be doing for this video is this IKEA mirror. I forget what it's called. I'll put the description here. I'm going to be using this IKEA mirror because it fits perfectly in this space. I don't have to buy it and I just have to DIY it. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing. A whole bunch of DIYs, a whole bunch of gallery wall fixing and things, and hopefully some more furniture to come because I have 2 more big, well technically 4 more big big purchases that I had ordered that will be coming within this week. So once that comes in, we will be installing them and I'm so excited to do that. So yeah, let's get started. So our first DIY for this episode is going to be the mirror, and we have to be here in the shed to do it because there's a lot of tools, some tools that are involved. So really, by the way, if you're wondering what I wanted the mirror to look like, I wanted it to look like this. Brass mirror with a lot of like applique and like pretty things. So because I couldn't find that, I'm gonna do it myself. I have here a mirror from IKEA. You're gonna need some max strength Gorilla Glue or like super glue, something to attach your applique. I actually got this one off of Amazon and it came with 2 of these. And make sure that you check the sizes of your applique to make sure that they actually fit where you want them to go. So I got the applique, it came with this, which I think looks beautiful. And then for the corners, I can put these little L corner applique as well. You're going to need some spray paint. For me, I'm going to be painting the area gold. Really, I want it to look like it's brass, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that. So gold is kind of my second option. So I have a black matte paint and primer that goes first, and then layered on top are 2 different kinds of Rust-Oleum paint. So I have here the Rust-Oleum Universal Matte Metallic paint and primer, and then this one is the Rust-Oleum Metallic Gold. So I just kind of wanted to mix the 2 together to get that really like nice color that I want. Another thing that you might need, but it's really optional, is if you have it, a nail gun is good. That way you don't have to tape this down. Oh, and the last thing, actually, The last thing that you're gonna need is some sandpaper, because the first thing we're going to be doing is sanding off this mirror. Well, the first thing we're gonna do is tape off the mirror part. I can't remove it because it's glued onto this frame. So I'm gonna be taping off the mirror, and then I'm gonna be sanding right around the corners of it, like right here, to roughen up the edges a little bit so that our spray paint will adhere better. And if you're wondering why I'm choosing spray paint over regular paint, I feel like the coverage of the spray paint is better, especially because there's a lot of nooks and crannies. So I'll just have like a more smoother, softer look without all the paint streaks. Let us tape this baby up.
I really like the mix of the two golds that I use, which is a matte and like a metallic. It gives it a little bit more texture. Okay, so the next project we are going to be tackling is the gallery wall. Now what we're going to do to make it easier on ourselves is we're going to measure the dimensions of the wall where we want to place all of our artwork on. So I measured the dimensions and used some red rosin builder paper and cut it to the dimensions of that box trim. This is the space that we have in order to make our gallery wall, and really my goal is that it looks nice, it looks cohesive, it looks really pretty, but it doesn't feel crowded. I don't have a lot of art, but I do have like a decent amount of frames, as you can see here. I love paintings, and obviously they look really pretty. I like to paint myself, but I want it to be more personalized. Not the biggest fan, honestly, of just like regular black frames and then just hanging them up in like a really uniformed manner with all of your family pictures in it. But I still want it to be personalized in a sense that I have my family pictures and, you know, our faces on the wall. Like, I still want it to be like pictures of us, not just like random paintings that don't mean anything to us, you know what I mean? So I went to Home Goods. I went to Home Goods, Home Sense, and I think I went to Target too, and I accumulated maybe 5 picture frames, all in like these different kind of like vintage inspired style. And I figured that I can add the actual paintings, but then also add our own personal faces to the mix. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'll be back. I need more picture frames.
Okay, so once I figured out where each and every picture frame needs to be placed, it was fairly easy to trace out the outlines of every frame and then kind of figure out where the hooks were placed behind each frame. And then once I figured that out, I taped the entire piece of paper onto the wall and just drilled right through all of the markings that I had placed. This was really easy to do because I feel like with a gallery wall, it needs to be more organic, so I wasn't too particular about like the measurements between each and every frame. I just needed them to be level.
looks so good. So this is what the gallery wall currently looks like. Today, I picked up this camera because I got a package in the mail that I thought I was gonna get on Saturday. Today is currently a Thursday, and it's here. It is 100% here, and I am so excited. I can't not, you know, open it up. So, guys, here we are. I'm so excited. There's actually two of them, one over there and another one chilling over here, because these are my cabinets. These are gonna be the cabinets that go on the sides of the couch, and I'm just so excited to see what they're gonna look like. I feel like this front living room area looks great. Like, it's starting to look like something I would enjoy. Like, aesthetically, it looks pretty. I feel like I need some sort of storage in this area to put all the games and things and to decorate and make it feel a little bit more cozy, because right now, even with all of the things here and even with this personalized gallery wall, it still kind of feels sterile to me. Like, it's too bland and cold. So I feel like adding in the warm toned, yes, you heard it right, warm toned cabinets is really gonna do the thing. So let's get them made, shall we? Just to let you know, right now it's 3:36 p.m. I go to work at like around 5:50, so I have about 2 hours to make this. Let's see if we can make both or one. I just really want to see what it looks like. Okay, first and foremost, I love this wood. I like how dark it is. It's like a cooler tone. Obviously, it's not real wood. I like how cool it is. Like, it's not a cherry red. It says here that I need 2 people to assemble it, so. It's like an IKEA instruction manual. There's no words, just pictures. So bad. Oh my god, I hate it. I'm not Hermione. You.
Why are you gonna be just playing?
Just playing.
You don't have a microphone on you tomorrow?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think you might have a microphone on you tomorrow. You might be able to do some sick voicing.
It is finally the time that my blinds will be set up. I'm so excited for this because I've always wanted like a smart house. So I want everything motorized or with a remote control or voice activated, hence the sconces. And I got blinds. They're actually Roman shades from Select Blinds, and they are motorized. You can use the remote control, and you can also use those they have like a main pod thing that can connect to your Alexa or your Google Play, I believe, and you can make them voice activated as well. I didn't purchase that yet because I only have 2 blinds for now, but once I get all of the house's blinds uniformed and smart, then I'm obviously gonna purchase it so that everything is a little bit more easier to control. But it's finally here. It took about 2 weeks to get here. And let's open it up. The package is really banged up, like as you can see here. Hopefully, it looks like the product still looks okay, so we'll see. I am aware that these are pipe cutters. I just don't know where my scissors are right now. When I got these, they were, I think buy one, get one 50% off. So that's what made me jump the gun and actually get them, and I'm so excited. I got them in like a darker not like super dark, like a dark tan color, because I feel like it'll complement like the more neutral linen color of the curtains. In terms of purchases such as this and like furniture, big furnitures and stuff like that, I feel like I always go the safer route where everything's a little bit more neutral, because I can always make the room look very colorful through decor and stuff like that, and like tablescapes and, you know, pillows. But the main furniture, if you switch up the styles, they're probably going to not be cohesive with the next style that you choose. You know what I mean? So if they're a little bit more on the neutral side, it can always go with whatever. For real people here, we don't have a lot of money to waste. Oh, something just fell. Nothing important. Look how pretty! Yo, that looks so good. Hold on. Oh, heck yes. Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. And this is like, if I did want to start a family in the future, this is really good and safe for kids because it doesn't have any cords that they can tangle themselves up in. See this thing I'm holding here? This is our new ottomans. I got them from Amazon for very cheap. This was only $40 because it was on sale, and it actually doesn't look that bad. All right, guys, moment of truth. Do you see that? That looks so good. It brings that really cozy feeling to the room too if you close it. I am going to clean up my mess, and then the next thing that we're going to be doing today are the tables. Okay, so we're back in the shed. I've pretty much sanded off the top, and I don't know if you saw like the pattern that this table has, but it's really beautiful. So I've decided to stain just the top. I did try to sand the corners to see if I could also stain the sides, but unfortunately it looks like it's just an MDF board, so I have to paint it. Paint all of this here, and then once it's dried up, I'm going to do a gel stain on the top and then seal it with a polyacrylic. I'm going to be using Behr, like the premium Behr spray paint, just because I want it to be like a soft, non-streaky finish. And if I wanted to do that with actual, like, you know, the actual canned paint, I would have to use my paint sprayer, and I don't want to do that because it's a lot of work to clean it. So I'm just going to try this and hope for the best. Hopefully it lasts, but if not, then I can always come back and redo it with the actual paint that has like the paint hardener and stuff like that. So we'll see how this turns out. And I already wiped this down with a clean rag. Okay, while I wait for the paint to dry on my coffee table, I'm gonna drill some holes in this brand new cabinet that we just built. Why, you ask? Because I want to put some electronics on that upper shelf, and there's nowhere for the wires to go. So I'm gonna drill a hole with this, I believe this is like a 2-inch drill bit. And then I'm gonna drill a hole on the sides, one on this one and another one on that other one, so I can put lamps and things onto the shelves. Obviously I'm not an animal, so I do intend on covering the holes with like these little, I think this is like a cable organizer thing, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So So as you can see, I already started on this one. I put a hole right here. And a quick tip so that you don't ruin the wood is when you drill the hole, the drill bit actually has this little guide in the middle and it comes out first before the rest of this. So when you see the hole on the other side, which is what we have here now, let me turn on a light. You just flip over to the other side if you can. Continue drilling there. Ta-da, right there. That way you don't ruin any of the wood. Ta-da! I'm just gonna pop some decor on here. This is from the thrift store. It was only $5, baby. I really like how old it looks. And you can always hide the cords with pretty things. Just a fun fact, I made this box with random plywood that I had laying around, and we used it as a little gift box for our wedding. So all of the gift cards and things were in here. And now it just houses all of the cards that we get. It's one of my very first DIYs. Also have more thrifted finds. These were from Savers and they were $4 each. And then down here I have some of my wedding things. Fun fact, this is the basket that my flower girl was using right before I walked down the aisle. And then this is our guest book that they signed with the photo booth. Oh, this was a gift that my bridesmaids gave me. And then this was our Bible for the wedding and 2 photo albums as well. The next day now. After we did the bookshelves yesterday, I had to go out and drive my friend and my brother to the airport, and then when I got back home I was too tired and just kind of passed out. So now is the next day. I still have the coffee table in the shed and I will be taking that out once it's a little bit more brighter outside. It's currently 6:30 and it's still, the sun is starting to peek out, but it's still dark outside, so I figured I'd do some stuff inside the house. On a previous clip I did mention that I didn't like how the curtain training turned out. Oh my god, I hate it! It looks horrible. I have another solution for it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steam it, tape it up again, like how I did with the initial curtain training, and then with an iron and an ironing board, I'm gonna iron it. Dark.
That was underneath the black? It looks really good.
It looks good, right?
It looks so good. That looks so good, babe. That looks great. That looks amazing. From $25 looking like it's $200.